Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Cut! 20. Check, walk 54, walk 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, nickel.
The fifth year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brown. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check 43.
Out of the gun, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Get ready. Get ready.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 85 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie 3rd-rounder. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's got a 1st down and inside the midfield. The 30, the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the way.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
54 miles. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's got room past the 20. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Throwing on second down. Gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The completion, and that'll bring up 4th. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. as he's on to punt for L.A. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 23 yards the pickup there. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft, played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign, 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. From the 44, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 1, Goff. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
21. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You got tape. You got 80 weapons. Check. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
25. Super one. Hey, 76.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Henderson will try to run for the first. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And this is going to be a first down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now Goff, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. After the sack on first down, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 3 down. Greystone, travel. SOS.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Mike 56. You remember me?
A shotgun snap for gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Hey, watch the slant. Motion. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Hardball. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Come on, fellas.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, kill.
They run the counter. Brown. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
180. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. DC. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down now, it's Brown. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 53-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.
Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a